Okay, so Skate 4 or Skate is set to release by summer's end. School's already started, so either it was all cap or they release it in September or not. But this is a game I've been wanting to play for a while. They've kind of like really fumbled. They announced the game in 2020. It's almost 2026 and the game's not done, or the game's not out, I should say. And they've given specific content creators the ability to make content of the game in preparation or in anticipation to the game's release. But they were doing that maybe about 3 weeks ago, where there was a lot of Skate 4 content or Skate content. I don't want to say Skate, but I don't want to say Skate 4, but that's besides the point. There was a lot of Skate 4 content for a good month span, and then it all stopped. I don't know if it's because of hate or backlash or criticism, but it's all like I haven't seen a Skate 4 video in a while. Like Zexy Zek hasn't uploaded anything. And I'm thinking to myself, why is that? Are they gonna push back the release date, or are they feeling the backlash of all this criticism and hate that they're getting? Are they gonna make changes? Are they gonna do this? Are they gonna do that? And I'm like, what do they do, right? But that's just what I've been thinking. There might be a reason. I might just have to look it up, and there could be a reason as to why there's been no Skate 4 content recently. But I do want to talk about it just a little bit because I feel like the like my biggest thing is the graphics and the art design that they went with it. That Fortnite style and art style that they went is so just like it's so ugly. It really is. Like it's ugly. It looks good graphically, but the art style of that cartoony stuff, I'm like, bro, I don't want to play this slop. Like they put this out because the target audience or their demographic or whatever, or the target audience that they want is gonna be the younger generation, right? The generation that plays Fortnite. But no kid that plays Fortnite is gonna play Skate. Let's be realistic. Like there's I don't see Skate 4 being a high dopamine game like Fortnite is. So you're not Skate 4 is not gonna attract or pull a majority of that crowd that's playing Fortnite right now. They're not. They might pull some of it, but I guarantee you they're not gonna pull half of it. They're not even gonna pull half of that group that plays Fortnite. They're gonna pull less. They're gonna pull less. If half is five, and then half of five would be 25 or 50, right? If half 50, 25, I'm gonna say what's half of 25? 12.5. I'm gonna say they're gonna pull like just scale that up a shit ton. They're gonna pull like just barely of that group. The majority of people who are gonna play Skate 4 is gonna be the people who played Skate 2, played Skate 3, played Skater XL, and this and that in session. And that's an older crowd. That's an older crowd of people who've played these games, but they're not tailoring this new Skate 4 to us. They're tailoring this game to the younger generation who's not even gonna play this game. Let's be real, they're not gonna play this game, so why are they doing that? Um, and then on top of that, they announced the release of this game in 2020. It's 5 years later, and we still have nothing. Like either the demand's there because Skate 3's been blowing up, for a long time, and there's been a huge group of people that have been telling EA to make another Skate game, make another Skate game, make another Skate game, but they haven't. And the fact that it's taken them almost 6 years to release a game that's also going to be released on the phone, that's that looks like how it is right now, is so crazy to me. Like where did this when did this happen? When did they make this choice? To me, I feel like Skater XL was popping off, Session was popping off, and EA, or with the company that made Skate, Black Box, or whatever, they were feeling like these games were gonna take over a market that they started. Well, really started with Tony Hawk, but they, Tony Hawk came out, Skate came out, which blew up that market so much more. And then Skate, they see these new companies trying, or not trying, but they see these new skate games coming out, and they're thriving on this market that they've built, and they're like, fuck that, this is our market, we got a market off of this market, so now we're gonna make another skate game. They announced the skate game, Skater XL and Session, both turn out to be really iffy games, but it's just because they're not, they don't have $1 million of production, or $1 million of production built into the game, or to the point where they can, what do you call it, invest in the game and make it a shit ton better. So that's the reason why they really flopped the way they did. And then once Skate saw that there was really no competition, they really, just took their foot off the gas and just really took their time with it. And 5 fucking years to make a game that looks like Fortnite is so crazy to me. It really is. And then the map size, the map looks so small. It looks so itty bitty small. The map, to me, the map that we get in Skater, damn, the map that we're getting on this Skate 4 looks like one of the designated areas of the map that we have in Skate 3. Because there's on Skate 3, there's the whole college side, there's the downtown side, and then there's the industrial side. So to me, when I look at the map and when I see the videos of people having the map up on the screen, like when you press pause and stuff, that map looks as big as one of those areas are. The college area, the industrial area, or the downtown area. It looks like, to me, it looks like the size of that. 5 years for a map this small is crazy. Now, to give them leeway, it looks like the rooftops are also a part of, like, it looks like the rooftops are made to be skated on. So it's almost like we have two sides of the map, the main side of the map being the ground level, and then the second side of the map being the rooftops of everything, being skatable, having ramps and bowls and stuff like that. So I can give them some leeway, but that's not enough. Like, the skate community, people like Zexy who really have power in this, they should have been stepping on their necks heavy, and really applying some heavy pressure on them to give us a bigger map, change the art style, and hurry the fuck up releasing this game, because they're taking their sweet ass time. There's not enough pressure on them to release this game, and they're really coming out with something that's really really shitty, and visually it looks now, as much as I hate the art style, it isn't enough to push me away from getting the game. Also, because it's free. I'm not gonna lie, it's a free game. I'm gonna play it. But the art style alone isn't enough to turn me my back on the game. And when I look at the actual gameplay, or when I look at the actual um core, how do I say that? When I look at, how do you word that? Like when they do, like when I watch videos and they're doing tricks and they're doing grinds and they're doing this and they're doing that, it looks so smooth. The ollies, the kick flips, the heel flips, the tray flips, the pop shove-its. What else? The tray flips, all that. It looks so smooth and so sick, and the grinds, and I think it's called a 5-0 and a 50-50, and what's called a nose side grind. I don't know the correct wording and stuff like that, but it looks so smooth. So obviously, and on that aspect of the game, it's like, it's great, amazing. It looks so good. Um, I shit it on the art style, and I shit it on the map, but it looks fun nevertheless. It does look like the The one, that place that comes to mind is the church with the hole in the middle, or not the hole in the middle, but the church with the hole on the top floor that you can, I think you I think you launch off of a parking garage, and you just hell bomb that parking garage, go off a ramp, go fly all across the streets, fly through that hole in the church, and then there's no landing, which is kind of what the fuck's the point of that? But it looks fun, like, and then the small skate park that they have inside the church, like it looks cool. Like there's very very cool ideas, and the concept of that stuff is awesome. But did we have to go with that art style? You know, did we have did we have to cancel a campaign? Did we have to cancel the fact that we can't play offline? Really? Like, was that necessary? Like, did that really have to happen? Did we really have to get no campaign? Did we really have to get no offline mode? Like, it's it sucks, but I'm gonna play it. It looks fun. It looks good. I don't like the art style, but it's not enough to turn me away. The map size is not enough to turn me away either. But who's to say that it's after a month or two, there's really no replay value. But I doubt it. Skate 3 has a shit ton of replay value, even 13 years later or more. But I just there's just some things I would have changed if I was in those meetings that they say they had with the community. Like if I was in a meeting, I'm like, what's this? What's this right there? I don't like that. Why the map so small? Why no campaign? Why no offline? Why this art style? What's the target audience? But it's whatever. It looks fun nevertheless. I'm gonna play it nevertheless. But there's just some things that I don't really like: the map size, the art style, and that's really it. They're not major things. They can expand on the map later on, but almost 6 years and we get a map of that size. Almost 6 years and we get an art style of graphics that are like this, that's gonna be released to the phone. It's clear that they just want to milk the shit out of this and try and make as much as they can on microtransactions. It's clear that that's the direction they're going in, but it is what it is. I'm gonna play the game. It looks like fun. It looks like there's gonna be some cool spots to skate. It looks like the actual core gameplay of the skate looks really really sick. But that's that. That's the video. If it's gonna release, I don't know if they're gonna make some change. Well, it's gonna release obviously, but is it gonna release before the summer's end? I don't know. I think summer technically ends in September, so we're gonna see about that. Are they gonna push back the release to make some changes and try and give us what what all our feedback has been? I don't know, but it'd be cool to see. It says it's gonna be free to play. Will they change that? I don't know. Time will tell. But if I could change anything, art style, map size, offline mode, campaign, that's it. But that's the video. Thank you for watching.